Hey guys, today I'm going to be watching IVE concept teaser. I don't know if they actually released their song yet. We will definitely find out in about a couple of minutes, okay? So, yeah, I think they have. Let's get into this. The only girl I know is in here is the tall girl off of Eyes 1. She's really pretty and really tall. I already told you how I feel about Eyes 1 in another video. They're just not for me. I don't think they make bad music. I love, La Vie en Rose, Highlight, and they have another Japanese song. It's like Suki something. I don't know. That's my song though. Anyways, and also the girls are really talented and they be cutting up all the time. But here we go. It's crazy that we're already seeing. I'm like mad but glad that the industry's kind of learned from their mistakes with IOI. I don't even want to say learned. Like IS1 was able to stay around after the show came on. I believe their contract got extended because they were just so big. It was insane how huge they were. I was a little bit annoyed because I was like, okay, but dang, like I want to see another girl group that big again. What happened to like 12 girls in a group? I missed that. But it's fascinating to already see them in their new groups, and I'm gonna assume they're gonna do well. And it's just funny because, not funny, it's sad, but IOI, that happened to them, and like all the groups from IOI have disbanded now except for Weki Meki. So the what do they call her, Big Baby? She's my bias so far because she's tall. I love a tall K-pop idol. They're winning anytime. They said we're gonna debut them just in enough time to get in on these award shows at the end of the year. I know that's right. I'm sorry, but like kind of aespa's impact. aespa had everybody trying to debut new girl groups. I'm pretty sure they already were planning on doing it, but aespa shook it up a little bit. When you're the one saying all of this, that's like not you being the one saying all this. Baby, the public has to decide this. Where are the girls? Oh, we getting a good amount of girls. 7. Oh, I'm tuned in. Let's go to the next thing. I hope the video is out already or I will actually cry. Because I saw some of their visuals and it's looking a little crazy. Alright, let me do this official debut teaser first. Did they release the dang song? Because I'm actually... No, they didn't. They didn't. I'm struggling. Okay, let's just react to pre-debut content. I'm good. I'm here and I'm good and I got this. She was in some kind of article recently for, I guess Kane Edison's didn't like her plastic surgery, like she got her lips filled or something. And I'm like, okay. Y'all be thinking y'all have autonomy over these women's bodies. It's so weird, like they're screwed if they do, screwed if they don't. If they don't get plastic surgery, it's like, oh my god. But when they do, it's like, oh my god. I do think she was really pretty and she's like kind of too young, but to each their own. I know how the industry works. I'm like, your body changes so much more later in life. It's just like, it would be interesting to see. I always thought about like when I see these younger girls debuting and I see how like they basically say every idol has gotten some form of plastic surgery. it really makes me wonder, because I know the parents can sign off on things, and they obviously will, because some of them just don't. They're just like, whatever, I want my kid to be famous, and they want to be famous. And obviously it's a part of the culture, but I wonder if they have like people who work within the companies that are just there for like um making sure that everything is done ethically and morally. Really genuinely wondering, and if not, then I think there should be something like that in K-pop, because there's just like so many scary things that I see. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of just stuff I see, and I really do feel like, if especially with these younger groups, there's nothing wrong with a male manager, but like I feel like there should be a female on board all the time, helping them figure out everything they need to do. Like, just because there's certain issues that females are going to know more about. And yeah, honestly, like predators in the K-pop industry, I'm not trying to say that everybody is, but like almost every woman has experienced it, you know what I mean? And even seeing that, it reminds me of that video of Espa when they was like filming Karina or whatever, and Winter, and like they had those see-through kind of Givenchy dresses on, and I was just like, see, like, this, I know accidents happen and stuff and all that, but I do wonder if they have like someone whose sole job is just the well-being of the group, whether it be health or someone like an advocate almost, you know what I mean, especially when they're underage. Yeah, it would be interesting. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Anyways, let's get back into it. But anyway, I was gonna say that one other thing. I say that because they go through so much crap and they're so young, and you should not be experiencing those things at that age. I could not imagine some of the pressure these girls go under, and like the way that their faces will be online and they scrutinize them at that age. Like, I couldn't imagine it now, let alone at 15 or whatever. Like, that would change my psyche, warp my psyche so much to where I would just become so insecure about myself and depressed, basically. And outside of that, the eating habits and the exercising habits are just not for long term sustain. Like, it's not going to sustain you long term. These are very much things that make you unhealthy. I know JYP does like the whole organic thing at his place, like everything's organic and stuff, but like when they try to put these girls on diets, like, is there somebody watching like, hey, this is not okay? Because at that age, your body needs that nutrients. When you're still developing, you need that sustenance, especially at that age. You need it as an adult, especially when you're like in your teens, to develop properly. And I just see how like a lot of these idols have like mental disorders and other health issues, and it just makes you think, if they were started by like any kind of unhealthy practices within their company, whether it be stress. Y'all will be surprised how much like trauma or whatever can really mess you up. I know IU talks about like her depression a lot, and it just makes me think, yeah, you can be depressed, like, it can be genetic or biological or whatever, but the circumstances that she has to face in the industry, it just, there doesn't make me think there's any way that it could have contributed to her depression in any kind of way. So that's why I really say I hope there's somebody, or in the future, or people start to talk about this kind of thing, like, because people always talk about it to like trend or whatever, but there's never really any like solutions brought up, which is like, that's not our job, whatever. But at the same time, you guys talk about it like you're outraged, but it's like, what could they possibly do? And we're still consuming this stuff, so it's still gonna happen. So maybe. And also, there's like a lot of K netizens specifically that will say, "Oh, well, you just like don't get the culture. Like, that's just the culture." Okay, and there's a lot of things that were just the culture, and now are deemed as just insane. And I'm pretty sure there will be many more to come. And just because it's the culture, and I know it's your culture and you want it to be respected, but at the same time, these young women are being mistreated just for the sake of entertainment for 5 years, for them to leave a group and never be heard of again. Like, let's be honest, how many groups actually will go down in history in K-pop? Honestly. And then imagine how much of their lives they put into it, and like how the damage that has been done mentally, physically, will follow these girls and boys for the rest of their lives. Really. That's why when I see, it makes me sad to see like my favorite groups disband and stuff. But at the same time, I'm happy because I'm just like, they can live their lives now. It's so sad. It's really sad. But anyways, let me get into this again. Okay, is that not a shot from Luna? Hold up. Was that not Heejin? Hold on. Y'all got me messed up. Hold up. I'm so confused. Is this an official? Sorry, guys. I know you guys are like, why is she rewinding it? You know what? I'm never gonna find out. Where's the comment section? Anyways, okay, maybe I'm the only one that caught that. Cute teaser, not gonna lie though, it feels like they just meshed a bunch of like really popular things or really popular images and aesthetics into one thing. From what I'm seeing so far, I would like to see more of a clear direction from them and individuality. Okay? And not everything has to be like unique and stuff, but like especially after I just watched Billy's pre-debut stuff. Their pre-debut content, like, no, it wasn't like crazy new. That's another thing. Everything's gonna be derivative of something to some extent, okay? And a lot of it is just like paying homage, and even if it isn't, it's just like we're creating from what is already existing, and it's hard to create new things. So yeah, Billy their pre-debut stuff did a good job of. There was like some familiarity in there with the pre-debut concepts, and it reminded me a lot of like, what's that? It reminded me of like Luna pre-debut when they were singing all those ballads. It reminded me of a lot of Red Velvet visuals. There's a lot more groups that I can think of. I just couldn't bring them up exactly right now, but I really like. It reminded me of it. It wasn't like this is this. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. What is this? More teaser stuff? I didn't really like that teaser. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And plus, you can see it on my face, unfortunately. Because I really have tried to lie on here before, and I'm just like, I'll go back and watch my videos, and I'm like, my face is just not even. Oh, they got budget. That's nothing I hate. How do you have a budget and you still like can't be an original? Hire somebody to do that. I'm not saying that they do. I'm just saying like in general, these groups coming out and stuff. Especially aespa, like once again, love aespa, but they got into so many controversies for blatantly. Once again, there's a difference between being inspired by and just blatantly ripping something off. And they did it not once, not twice, but like 3 or 4 times. Until they finally hired the original artist. And I'm just like, all this money y'all got, and maybe SM broke on the loan, we just don't know. Doesn't seem like that from the way they be doing those aespa videos. But yeah, they be having Red Velvet on a little set, like, with like moving, and they be moving pieces in and out. It's disgusting, really. The girls do what they always need to do, though. So with the whole aespa stuff, it's just like, you guys have all this money and all these resources. Also, you have an eye on you. So why would you blatantly, and you want an international fan base, and you're gonna just like rip off this one artist? It's just weird. Y'all don't have enough money to hire somebody. They probably do have someone. There's probably somebody who was in that office like, this doesn't seem right. And they either were too scared to say it for obvious reasons, because they know they can't speak up, or they said it and they were like, oh well, like, we don't care. But yeah, y'all don't have anybody that looks over all this stuff beforehand? You guys could literally hire some of these crazy ass like girls that write fanfic on Wattpad or whatever to come up with some concepts. Like it's, I don't get it sometimes. I really don't. And obviously this is nothing towards this group because I've yet to see anything about them. Are we gonna get like a fairy kind of concept? Because if we are, I will scream. Seems like we're doing a lot of moon and space stuff. That's gonna be the future of like K-pop. Oh shoot. Okay. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be cute. K-pop love a girl floating. They're really putting in teasers. Let's see. Alright. Concept 2, because they're not really showing the girls. Okay. They're gonna do this aggressive dance move stuff, I guess. I thought I was gonna be free. I blame ITZY. I really blame ITZY. And Yeji. And Ryujin. Like, if them little heifers wasn't... Sorry, I love them. They're not heifers. If they wasn't on there doing all that crap, people wouldn't be doing it. Oh, shoot. Hold up. Just release this song at this point. They're gonna make me mad. All these teasers and I still have no idea what's going on. Like, how? Aw. Spy Kids tease. It can probably do everything but tell time. You know what? I'm not even linking into these concepts because watch how. Let me know after like the third comeback if y'all still doing the concept, and then I'll go back and I'll get into it. Okay. Hey, get tangled up in me. She's gorgeous. She reminds me of the girl, oh gosh. What's that K-drama and that girl is really mean? And she wore the really low cut kind of dress on the premieres. I was thinking about like her nose, I suppose. Wonder if that was actually her own track or just like some random song. Also, like, at this point, if you're gonna release this many teasers, you might as well have, like, each of the girls have their own teaser with, like, a full-length song. Like, a minute-long song. Like, kind of like Purple Kiss did. 1, 2, 3, she's really pretty. These teasers, like, the way they're cut, too. Alright, here goes Liz. One Young is my favorite so far. Oh, Liz is so cute. I love her dimple. Ooh, I'm gonna have to watch out for Liz. Yeah, she seemed like a baddie. We're gonna have to watch out for Liz. Ray. Everybody's lips are like so full these days. I wonder if that's like a new trend. Okay, she was really pretty.
2, 3, eyes.
She's really pretty too. What was her? Alicia?
Eyes.
Gorgeous. It's still Liz and Woo Young for me. The way they gave us everything but also nothing in these teasers. Like, what do they want from us? The visuals are crazy on this group. They're all tall, I would assume. Okay, that's an interesting, like, way to explain their name. Cool group. I'll be looking out for them. No idea what their concept is going to be, honestly. Not going to try to guess. It seems like it's going to be very much so, like, I don't know. Is this the music video? Or just gonna be like all the teasers smashed into one. The name is interesting. Gorgeous.
IVE에서는 카리스마 뿜뿜 리더야.
The way I'm looking at this, like I know Korean. Where is this subtitles? Why do I always do this?
요즘은 또 영어 공부에 빠져 있어. 유창한 English speaking을 기대해줘.
She reminds me of like Rima a little bit. Also Soyeon from AOA. And Rima from
꾸준히
Michiyu.
좋아하는 건 사진 찍기. 필카, 폰카 가리지 않고 찍고 찍히는 거 다 좋아해. 운동도 내 꾸준한 취미인데 그래서일까? 배고파. 시도 때도 없이 배가 고파. 뭐 먹지? 아, 배고파.
Super cute. So like this is so different from like the ITZY aespa. In the sense that like you're seeing the girls actually here and like getting to know them, or at least what they want you to think they are. aespa is different. aespa, it's just so interesting watching this now and seeing how different aespa is. Even like I don't know how to describe it. Basically, I'm gonna try to describe it from like one thing I saw Ning Ning do, and they are very like their presence seems really coached and not staged, like it just seems really coached. When they're on shows, when they're doing stuff, everything they say seems like it was rehearsed beforehand. Doesn't really seem like they go off script very much, and maybe they do, and they just haven't gotten comfortable with being a group yet, or being on variety shows, shy, nervous, whatever. But a video that made me really realize this was when Ning Ning, she was doing they were doing their reaction to the Next Level video, and Ning Ning was like looking at herself and she was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and then like she collected herself and she like went back to like smizing almost. And in that video, I always kind of like had that feeling about them, but they definitely want to come off as like, this is something that is really interesting, because I don't know why I find it so interesting. I do wish SM would show their personality a bit more, because you don't really know much about them, and like the most popular members, I feel like when people are talking about them online, it is for their personality, like Giselle or Ning Ning just being super like Ning Ning. But it's almost something that you feel like happened, and Red Velvet is kind of the same way too. I feel like they opened up a lot more now. They always have been more open, but something that you see with more Western groups, I feel like, where they kind of like come on stage and they're very like put together. It seems like they have like eloquency lessons or whatever, and they have an image to uphold basically, and there is a certain image attached to their group, and they are making sure that that image stays the same. And aespa definitely has like this cool girl kind of image that's very calm, collected, and a little bit sexy. So just interesting to see them like doing these pre-debut videos with them. Kind of seem like they're hanging out in their dorm, whereas aespa's pre-debut videos were so, I mean, they had some crazy ones, but it's interesting that they're also showing them like this, and I think it's good, because then you can like the individual, and at the end of the day, they are individuals. I think that is a major selling point for groups now. People want to see personality, people want to see individuality now, and I feel like if you don't, like, you're gonna get scrutinized. So
아이브 유진과 함께라면 It's gonna be fun! I love you! 안녕. 정말
and all this like, oh, okay, she kind of had some vocals there. All these kind of like written words out, graphics, reminding me a lot of Somi and Itzy. So really excited for IVE. Love their name, actually. I think this is the first time in a long time I've liked a group name. Yeah. I don't know when they're supposed to debut. I feel like it's like next week sometime, or this week possibly. There's like no about page, community. Okay. Whoops. Okay, December 1st. So that's still a long way to go to be already. I guess it's not. Dang, it's gonna be like Thanksgiving next week. Anyways, thank you guys. Sorry, I can't even process that. And I have a cold right now. Thank you guys so much for watching my reaction. I'm excited for this group. Like I said, Liz and Wu. I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna butcher it. Big Baby and Liz are my favorites so far. Yeah, let me know who's your favorite. I hope they release some pre-debut. I guess, like I said, it's around the corner, so they don't really need to. Maybe they'll release more content of the girls with less visual stuff, like, and more on the girls focused. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.